All right, let's go to the advice. Maybe there's some funny over here. Advice. Dear Bill, when I was a young man and in high school, my parents would never allow me to be in my bedroom with a young lady whose parents, unless the door remained open. Yeah. However, I had some lady friends whose parents would allow us to be in a bedroom with the door closed. And for me, door closed equals that young lady is getting pounded out. Parentheses, made love to. Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? That's because women are masters of manipulation. Guys are like, why can't I have the door closed? Right? That's what we do. But women are just like, just listen, I'm trying to have some me time. I just need the door closed. I don't even know how to talk my way into that. Anyway, so now I'm getting older. I was wondering what kind of a father I would be, door closed or door open. And I have to say, if I have a daughter, there would be no way I would have her in there with some young fella. And my reason would be that I don't want anybody sticking their dick in my daughter under my roof and possibly getting her pregnant. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Total logic. And then he said, but what if your daughter was gay? Would you have the same rules about the bedroom door? There's no threat of pregnancy, and you're no longer protecting daddy's little girl from the big bad wolf. Now think about the same situation if it were your gay son. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's see. Well, first of all, you're giving me credit that I would realize that my son or daughter was already gay. You know? So let's say I realized that. It all depended on how I handled my son or daughter being gay. You know? Which is, I'd like to think I could handle it. I don't know. I think that would still be an adjustment. I'm being totally honest. I would still have to adjust to that. Just being totally fucking honest, because I don't have any problem with gay people at all. But I'm not going to lie to you. That would have to be like, okay, all right, come on, Bill. Be fucking mature about this. You know, I'm not mature enough. I'd have to deal with that. So would I leave the door closed? I would have a double standard. If it was a couple of ladies, it wouldn't bug me. But if it was guys, I'd be like, hey, guys, leave the fucking door open, okay? You can hold hands, but for me, could you just do it for your dad? All right? Can we just delay this for a minute and just let me wrap my fucking head around this? All right? I've already given up on the fact that you're going to fucking follow in my footsteps. Now I have to deal with this. All right? And that's totally fucking honest, and I'm sure people are going to be like, that's fucking homophobic, which I love. You know, being honest is fucking homophobic. You know, when I just fucking said what most people would actually probably do. It's an adjustment. Anytime. It's just like anytime your kid, your daughter comes home, she shaved half her fucking head. All right? And she dyed the other side blue. You're going to be like, dude, you're going to be like, what the fuck did you do? You stepped outside everybody else. You're going to freak out a little bit. Rather than looking at it like, you know what, that takes a lot of balls. That's actually, you really don't give a fuck what other people think. That's a very strong thing to do at that age. I didn't have the balls to do that. This exercise will help you become a better person. You know, you got to go through the freak out first. So I'm being honest. You know, Nia wouldn't give a shit. You know? Which is why I'm with her. She balances me out. So go fuck yourselves. I don't need a lecture. All right. All right, number 2, Bill. I've had this girl who's been a friend since pre-kindergarten, who I have had a crush on since then. I have asked her out, I think, since middle school. Now we're freshmen in college, and each time she has turned me down. You know what? I'm still thinking about that other one. All right, let's say I had 3 kids, and 2 of them were clearly straight, and 1 of them was gay. That'd be a lot easier. I'd be like, all right, fuck it. You know? And this isn't homophobic. This all has to do with me and my own insecurities. You know? Because every guy, you're going to start off, you want your kid to be quarterback of the fucking football team, and then all of a sudden the dude's RuPaul and borrowing your mom's clothes. I mean, there's going to be a moment you're going to be like, fuck, before you deal with it. You're like, you know what? That's my son. I love him no matter what. That's where I would end up. He's my son. I love him no matter what. But I would have to adjust. You know? Aren't I allowed that? Am I allowed an adjustment? Well, why do you have to adjust? I don't because I do. Look, I don't even like people touching me. Okay? I got a lot of things I have to adjust on. You know? I was down the Comedy Store last night, and Bobby Lee, whenever he talks to me, he always fucking touches me because he knows I can't fucking stand it. But Bobby is just small enough where you can't get mad at him. Like, he knows you're not going to do anything to him. So that's what he does. And the more uncomfortable you get, the more effeminately he'll touch your shoulder, and he just laughs his ass off at you, all right? So, fuck you. I got issues. All right? But my heart's open, so go fuck yourselves. All right, number 2. Bill, I've had a crush. I've had this girl I've been friends with since pre-kindergarten, who I've had a crush on since then. I have asked her out, I think since middle school. Now we're freshmen in college, and each time she has turned me down. So, I have been cool with it until a couple of months ago. When she starts dating my best friend. Oh, Jesus. There's a nice fucking kick to your heart. This caught me off guard, but after some time, their relationship falls apart. I asked my best friend if it was cool if I try my hand at dating her. He was cool with it, so we started hanging out, going to the movies, out to eat, cuddling at her place. Dude, this is brutal. So what if you fall in love with this, and then your best friend's already banged her? You know? Then you got to deal with that. Anyways, so during this time, I would ask her out, and she always had an excuse. Her dad was racist, not a good time in her life. Oh, my God. Dude, talk about the opposite, the entire spectrum of excuses. My dad's racist. This just isn't a good time in my life. My mom thinks you people should be eliminated from the planet. I got my period. Good Lord. Anyways, about 3 weeks ago, she springs a fucking surprise on me. She tells me that she's starting dating an older guy as we were snuggling up on the couch, and she wants me to meet him. All right, you know what? I don't know how many more fucking red flags you need that this girl is out of her fucking mind. She's all over the place, and you're sitting there coming up with your heart right on one of those silver fucking trays. You're standing there dressed like the goddamn butler in Batman. Just lining yourself up for this. Anyway, she goes, the guy looked like Brian Posehn, and Artie Lang had a love child. Two of the funniest fucking guys I know, by the way, okay? I'm not trashing either one of them. I'm just reading this fucking email. But here's the problem. She still flirts with me and invites me over to her house, and we cuddle, go to the movies, all that. So does she want me, or is she just fucking with me? Dude. Now, I know all of that was in your head, and then you wrote it. All right? But now that you've heard me read it out loud, don't you already have your answer? All right? And I'm not judging you because I've been that age. I've been that fucking age, all right, where you're just sitting there, you're so into somebody that you're just, you know, and then you go through the bullshit, you get your heart stomped on, and it takes a good 2-3 fucking years later before you look back on it and go, I almost, in a weird way, deserved that. I was so fucking stupid. You know? I mean, what you're doing with your heart is the equivalent of going to the zoo and walking up to, like, the polar bear, you know, encasement and just jumping into the water. And as the polar bear is going to the water, you're like, am I crazy, or is that thing going to maul me to death? Yeah, this girl's out of her mind. She's out of her mind, and she's not going to fuck you because you're sitting there cuddling with her. The more you're cuddling with her, all you're doing is you're every day you're adding another row of bricks between you and her pussy. Okay? So what you got to do is just leave this girl alone. Okay? And if she ever comes back into your life, there's got to be enough time, and then just go into the 2-minute offense. All right? No huddle, hurry up offense, and then maybe you can bang her. All right? That's it. All right. See, look at this. I already feel bad about saying that whole thing about having a gay kid. See that? That's all it took. It just took 10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right, this is the deal. If I had a gay kid, I'd be able to get past it. It wouldn't bug me. But you can't close the door. If you're guys, if you're women, have at it. I have a double standard. Go fuck yourselves.